Once upon a time in feudal Japan, a town filled with fields was turned into a residential area for hatamotos and daimyos. Then, when the Meiji Restoration came along, those large homes were taken away from feudal lords and turned into foreign embassies, altering the once field town of Edo into an international neighborhood, filling up spaces amongst the remains of feudal Japan with inspiration from all over the world. And we're starting our day here bright and early with breakfast at Jade 5. They're open from 7:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. and remind me of family-run diners in small New England towns. With their dense pancakes paired with a dog-friendly, happy atmosphere, you're bound to start your day exploring this neighborhood in a very good mood. Then, we're heading to a beach in Tokyo's city center. Well, not quite, but at this cafe called Bondi Cafe, you could easily trick your mind in thinking you're at Bondi Beach, if it weren't for the Japanese menus and conversations. Sometimes our brightest diamonds lay on a very normal looking street, just like this Japanese Western restaurant here called Kogaiken. Although this place only opened in 2015, the atmosphere here takes us back to what I think a Meiji era restaurant would have been like. With their antique furniture and interior paired with Japanese Western food, it gives you an illusion of an alternate life of a Meiji era elite. And right below it is another gem called Asamo, serving the fattiest, freshest sushi. The lunch sets here are always the perfect treat, and for 4,400 yen, you get 8 nigiris, 1 roll, miso soup, vegetables, fried fish, and even some fruit for dessert. Once used as the lower residence of the Murioka Nambu clan during the Edo period, this plot of land was then passed to the Arisugawa Nomiya family in 1896, where its name comes from. This park was finally opened to the public in 1934 as a memorial park. And today, you can birdwatch, read a book under the fall leaves, or grab a light snack on one of the benches in one of the calmest and prettiest parks in Tokyo. Next up, we have Canvas Cafe, a cute place to people watch from above, giving you a minuscule skytree experience right here in Hiroo, all while offering unique drinks and sweets such as yomogi lattes and yomogi date cookies. When you walk through the Hiroo Shotengai to the very end, you arrive at a Buddhist temple called Meiji Temple, home to the graves of many feudal lords. Most famously, Kuroda Nagamasa, a daimyo in the late Sengoku period and early Edo period, is buried in the graveyard here, along with several other family members. If we're ready for an afternoon rest at a cafe, we have two places we can try. Right here facing the main road is Sawamura, a bakery based in Karuizawa that opened a couple of stores around Tokyo. With its cozy interior and open glass windows, the Hiroo branch in particular makes me feel like I'm back in Karuizawa, enjoying some freshly baked bread with a creamy cup of latte. If Kogaiken, the Japanese Western restaurant we visited earlier, was down our alley, we can head over to a cafe called 3 Cafe to take a long, relaxing rest at as well. Somewhat reminiscent of Italianate architecture, this cafe transports you into a fancy world that I like to believe diplomats of the past lived like. With wedgwood plates and cuticle cutleries, you can tell this cafe took the extra step to ensure that you have the finest experience here. On theme with its reputation as an embassy town, there's an international supermarket here called National, where you would probably have the highest chance of finding that one ingredient from home that you need to perfect your home-cooked meals. And lastly, but by far not least, we're ending the day with dinner from one of the nations of the many embassies represented here. Aladdin is my favorite Persian restaurant in Tokyo, and our outdoor seating on a summer day feels like a trip to the countryside. But alas, it is now cold with the winter breeze blowing left and right, so a cozy seat indoors is the perfect way to enjoy their beef and lamb kebab. Hiroo is a town I keep wanting to come back to. I keep finding new places I want to try, and the town's blend of a Japanese feel with influences from all around the world gives my constantly homesick self a rare kind of comfort. A type of comfort that manages to feel like both an escape and a return at the same time. So, I will be back, and there will most definitely be a part 2. But in the meantime, thank you so much for watching, and I wish you the jolliest of days ahead as we get ready to wrap up this strange year called 2024.